Management from the State University, Russia, and MS in Aerospace Engineering from the Queen Mary University of London, and BE in Mechanical Engineering from Anna University. I welcome you, sir. With this note, I hand over session to the chief guest. Have a nice day.
So good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here on Saturday. Being an off for me, so I just came in a casual. So anyway, this is D-Day program. What we are going to focus today is all about IEEE. So it's all about IEEE. Okay. So I will tell you what this IEEE is going to help you in your academic profession, as well as when you get into the technical professions. So if you want to get into any of the companies which is dealing with engineering, you won't be missing out this platform. Okay. So just give you a brief introduction about IEEE. Gentlemen, any idea who are all these persons? No? Edison? Someone said? So you have not learned about them in your school? Science? Okay. See, the first two on the top is Thomas Alva Edison and Graham Bell. Okay. So these two gentlemen in the year 1884 started this forum, and basically this is the first technical forum for engineers that's been started. That is in the year, that is from US, and the first publishing on the technical forum have happened through this. If you want to know more about it, you know Nikola Tesla, have you learned about him? So you can read his autobiography, My Invention, where you could able to see more about how this forum, because his first paper was presented in this forum, as he was a student to Thomas Alva Edison, and through that it have happened. So from then on, we have a long history. So it's almost 140 plus years that IEEE have crossed. And also the two in the bottom, they are Robert H. Marriott and Marconi. These two gentlemen have worked on radio signals, which we call it as telecommunication. So without their invention, no radio, no mobile phones, nothing would have been evolved. But these two gentlemen have worked on this. And ideally, if you see, both this forum was working separately. Okay, so it was American Institute of Electrical Engineers. The other one was Institute of Radio Engineering, which is nothing but the telecommunication, which we call it as ECE today. Okay, the name it doesn't matter much because it was started in the second industrial revolution, which is electricity. So that is why they have named it. But still, it has been evolved and it has been changed into a very common name of IEEE in 1963. Okay. Though we say it is Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, if you want to look into any of the major information of the evolving technologies or the emerging technologies such as AI, data science, drone technologies, or cyber securities, blockchains, whatever the technology you want to get into, you want to have a research into it, IEEE is one of the top in that purview. Okay. Of course, there are a couple of research platforms as well, but IEEE serves the major section on these two areas. Okay, and as I tell you, probably the main focus for you today is the last point there on journal conference standards ebooks. But generally, IEEE is a society. Okay, so we have student chapters, we have experts from different fields, starting from NASA, ISRO, Tesla, Microsoft, Google, whichever you name a company, okay, on a technical front, or the company where you want to get yourself placed, or who will be coming to your campus for a campus placements. All the company's top executives would be part of this IEEE, either the CTOs or the R&Ds. So we are a membership organization, and we conduct conferences in different institutes or in different scientific organizations, etc. However, as I've told you, the focus would be on the last section, that's on the journal conference standards ebooks and e-learnings, which is going to help you for the, I would say, at least for the next 4 years until you are on the campus. And the others might also help you, but I will highlight you in this session how you can leverage the use of IEEE when you are inside the campus. As your institute Veltech Hightech have subscribed to this platform, and I will tell you how you can leverage it. Right? Any questions? I know Saturday morning, tough time, but still, okay. And most of the terms that you may understand, you may listen today might be something new to you, but don't worry about it. I'm there to explain those terms, okay. And I'm there to tell you how you can leverage this platform. Okay, that is the ultimate agenda. So you can please feel free to ask any of the queries. You can just stop me. You can ask any queries into it. Okay. Now, okay, I have added some of the slides. In fact, I have added many slides as per your interest. I thought of highlighting those information. However, I could able to see that many terms are new to you. So I'm just focusing on some of the important criteria. Okay. So after your undergraduation, if you want to get yourself in a placement, or if you want to go for PG, if you want to go for research, innovation, or if you want to have your own company, okay, IEEE is something where you can able to use it. So as you know that me myself as an entrepreneur, where we are the pioneers in drone making. Okay, there are 32 companies in India who work with drone, and we are one of the companies. Okay, apart from IEEE, and through that we make many research articles, we publish articles, we take patents and so many other things. So as an entrepreneur, still IEEE helps, but similarly as a student, as a career person, this will also able to help you. And some important aspect that I would like to highlight to you. So you're in first years, right? So you will come and face many of the projects that you need to do. There are some latest topics, okay, that you will hear in the next 2 to 3 years or 3 to 4 years, and you can find major number of articles in IEEE, any latest topic. Let's say if you want to look for something about 3D printing. Have you heard of the term 3D printing? Which is the emerging and which is number one in today's scenario on the technological aspect. So we have more than 8,000 to 9,000 plus articles on 3D printing. So if you want to look something which is similar to smart cities, we have. And since you are from AIDS and CSE, if you want to look something on AI based, IEEE has more than lakhs and lakhs of articles on AI, cybersecurity, and blockchains, drone technologies, and so many other areas. Okay, so what I will do is, I will show you the live access of the platform. Okay, so you can access IEEE from your campus. You can access IEEE outside the campus as well. As you all have mobile phones, you will be having your laptops or whatever it is. You can access it outside the campus as well. So with that, I will show you. If you want to access IEEE, just type IEEE and explore. So the spelling of explore is XPLORE and click search. Can you see the spelling? Okay. And when you click on this, it will be taking you to this platform. Okay. So this is how it is. When you are accessing it from your campus, that is, when you are accessing it through your institutional Wi-Fi or through your institutional LAN connections, you don't need any login credentials or password or something. Okay. So in this area, it will show your institutional name. Okay. Since I have connected with my mobile data, your college name will not be coming up. So where you see that IEEE sales ASPP, so in that area you will find your college name Veltech Hightech and the full name. Okay, which means you can access every section from IEEE that your college has been subscribed. If in case you are not connected with your college Wi-Fi, so it would be like this, where it will ask like institutional sign-in. When you search, you might find many articles you may not be able to open. Okay, so to enable that, to access this resource even when you are outside the campus, when you are in your home or when you are traveling somewhere, when you are in your college bus, so wherever you want to access, what you need to do is you need to have a kind of a setting that need to be enabled. Okay, so you all have your mobile phones now. I can start the demo. Okay, so if you have your mobile phone, take your mobile phone and type IEEE Explore.
They love to take mobile phone.
Yeah.
That's activity they really enjoy it.
But just focus on IEEE, not the other activities. Okay. Just type IEEE Explore. If any of you do not have mobile phone or mobile data, fine, you can just IEEE Explore in Google or your browser and come to this page. Is anyone connected with institutional Wi-Fi? You have access to institutional college Wi-Fi? No, okay.
That data is what mobile data.
That's it.
Every two students have one mobile phone now.
Okay. Okay, so are you all in this page?
Yes, sir.
That computer, laptop is giving.
Oh, okay. Okay. Can you see this in the top? Browse setting help. Can you able to see? If not, on the left side there will be 3 lines. Just click on that. Yes? Can you able to see this browse my setting helps? Right? Okay. See, what you need to do is to access the IEEE outside the campus. Okay. You need to go to my setting. This option is not enabled right now as none of us here in this room is connected with the Wi-Fi of your campus. But let's say you can bring your laptops or this one. Okay. Okay, now it's better. Thanks. So what you can do is whenever you have your lab sessions or in your break times, either you can visit your lab or you can visit the library and connect your device. If you have your mobile phone or if you are allowed to bring your laptops, bring it to the campus, connect to the college Wi-Fi or LAN, okay, and go to this my setting. When you go here, below this favorites, okay, above the My Explore app, there you will find something called remote access. Right? What is the name? Remote access. Okay. So when you click on that remote access, you will get a pop-up saying that the remote access is enabled to authenticate, create an account or sign into your account. Okay. So when you click on, when you see that pop-up, what you need to do is go to this option called create account. Can you see in your mobile phone on the right side there is something called create account, or on that 3 line, just click on that 3 line, you can find create account. Okay, can you able to see?
Click on 3 lines.
Yes, no,
Menu.
yes.
There is
Okay.
Create account.
For the first time, okay, all this step is for the first time. Click on this create account and you enter your first name, middle name, whatever the information. As you create your email ID or your social media account, it's similar to that. Enter your first name, last name, password, security question, security answer and everything, and then click on create account. Okay, your account would be created. So after your account is created, go to this personal sign-in and enter the email ID, the username and the password you have entered, and you will have the access. Okay. So when do you need to do all this step? For the first step. And how you need to do? Connect your device to college Wi-Fi. If it is mobile phone or laptop, connect it to Wi-Fi. Or if it is laptop and you have this LAN cable options, you can connect it to LAN and you can do it. Okay? And this step is required only for the first step. So after that, when you go home, where you are not connected with the college Wi-Fi, where you are connected with your home Wi-Fi or your mobile data, whenever you come to this page, click on this institutional sign-in, enter the same user ID and password what you have created. Okay? And then your college name will appear there like Veltech Hightech, and you will have all the access. Got it? Any doubts in the step?
They have to use official email.
Do this step so that even if you use a certain browser and if you are removing the cookies, still you can able to access it from the different browsers. Okay, and I would suggest you can keep a separate browser for your academic purpose. Okay, it's not just with IEEE, any database it will work in that way. So keep a separate browser for it so that you don't need to remove cookies often. If in case you tend to remove cookies or you change your mobile phone, bring your mobile phone again, do the similar step. Okay, so it is for the first time for the mobile phone you need to do. You got the point? Any confusions here? Right. Okay, after doing all this, why do you need to do all this? To access the resource. And what will you get when you want to access the resource? When you access this resource. So ideally, many things you can able to access. So I will just start from this home page. You can also still explore. Okay. Whoever is accessing from mobile phone, just go to the bottom of this screen. Do you find something called conferences here? See, these terms might be new as you are in first year, but I don't know, will I get an opportunity to do a similar session when you are in second, third or fourth year? So I'm just touching up this. I'm not going much more detailed into it, but I'm just touching up on these sections so that whatever is available, you will have an awareness. Okay. So go to the bottom of the screen. Can you see this upcoming conference? Right? Okay. So this is something called conference. We call it in the technical term. Probably in your college languages, you may call this as a symposium, where it is a smaller version of a conference. Have you heard of a term symposium? What do you do in symposium? Make some rangoli, dance, sing, all these things, right? See, this is part of a symposium, but ideally the main aim of symposium is to focus on your technical skills. Okay, what have you observed? What is your thought on any specific topic? So it's all like that. So symposium is a smaller version of a conference. Okay, so where you present your technical ideas in the stage in front of your panelists, judges, or in front of the students from other institutes and your institute. Similarly, this conference happened, and the key persons of the conference would be the experts from that field. Okay, so what you can do is, if you have any specific project ideas on a technical front, you can present your ideas in the conference. I will tell you it on an easier note how most of the students from many institutes do is that when they present some ideas in the symposium, and if that idea gets accepted in the symposium level, if you have one certain like prize for it, or when you participate in certain hackathons, and when you have one certain prize, or when you have been recognized on that, you can come to any of the conferences which is happening on that time. You can present your ideas in the conference. Okay. So why you need to present your idea in the conference is that when you present your idea and if it gets selected, your ideas would be as a paper in the IEEE. It's not just within IEEE, it could be from any of the technical research. And what is that advantage you are getting is, apart from the exposures and other things, you can claim that this is your idea and you are the first person who have worked on that idea. Okay, it adds value. As you take patent, as you take copyright, it is something like that. When it has been published here, you are the first person who got it. So you can expose to the conferences, and the biggest advantage is that you will get more visibilities. Okay, so I can share one of the one of my experience, how it have reshaped my life is, when I was doing my undergraduation in mechanical engineering, I have worked on a project, something called SMED, okay, single minute exchange of dies with some of the industries, and I have presented my idea in one of the conferences and how it could be automated rather than manual thing. And fortunately, one of the panelists on that day for the conference, she is the Dean Research from the university, the same university, Queen Mary University of London, and luckily my idea have also got selected. So it was in my final year. When my idea got selected, I have been given an opportunity to do my PG in Queen Mary University with, it's a kind of a fellowship where I don't need to pay any of the fees and other things. They have given me most of my fees as a concession, and just for the accommodation and food I have paid and did my degree there. Then I got placed in British Airways and then I worked there, and then it has been different. Okay, so something like that you can have an opportunity. I don't say that every conference could be able to produce this, but these are all some visibilities you might be getting when you present your ideas in the conference, and that was my first publication which I have done somewhere in the early 2000s, 2001 or something. Okay, so that is how this conference works, and that is how this section from IEEE you can able to publish it. Okay, so any questions on conference till now? No? Okay. You have completed your first semester? Yes. So have you got any assignments from your professors? No assignment?
Yes, sir. First semester they all say some response, man. How you all putting in the chat GPT and taking it.
Yeah. See, we know how you take, okay. But still your professors are kind enough to give you marks. But that is for the first semester, right? Maybe from the next year you might have projects, mini projects and so many other things. But when you get assignment from your professor, where do you search for that assignment information? ChatGPT? Google? You search in Google? And what do you do after searching? Just copy paste? What do you do after that? Okay. See, I understand it's okay being a first semester, but probably from the next semester it may not be accepted, as you have been exposed to many of these research platforms. Okay. See, whenever you have been given an assignment, rather than searching on Google, come to the research platforms. I don't say just IEEE, any of the research platform which your college is subscribed to. Okay. So when you come to this, search for the specific topics. Okay. So what is the topic you have got assignment? Anyone? At least have you done your assignment? What is the topic? Calculators using Python. Okay, so let's say that this is an assignment which is based on Python. Okay, so come to this platform and search for Python, and when I just type Python, you can see the different suggestions that's been provided to me. Like it's from Python, PyTorch and so many other suggestions have been provided. You can just search on this. Okay. And click on the search button. You can see there are almost 17,000 plus articles that is relevant to just Python. I have not taken whether it is based on Python calculators or libraries of Pythons or whatever it is. I have just typed Python you can see there are 17,000 plus results that is appearing. And let's say if you want to look more specific into Python, okay, after typing Python, go to this last option, publication topics, and you can find where this Pythons can be used on the real-time scenarios. Okay, so where all this Python can be used? So being computer science and AIDS, most of the thing you can see it is part of your own side, like machine learning, neural networking, and whatever it is. Okay, Python programming languages and so many other things. And accordingly, here you can choose the subtopics under Python. Or of course you can type the complete topic, calculators using Python, whatever it is you can search it. But just to give you more exposure, just search the main keyword and come and see that you can understand the real-time scenarios of the Python usages. Okay, and to be more precise, see there is always a saying, or there is in the movies, or people used to joke that we read many things in engineering at school, but where it is being used in the real time, we use only Excel. The scenario is not that. If you want to understand where your assignments is being used, okay, and how it could be relevant to the companies, there is something called affiliations. Okay, you can go to this, you can just type any company's name to check whether it is being used on the real-time companies. Let's say I have just taken Python and I have taken some some topic, randomly I have chosen some topic, and if I try to type Google, I can see yes, these projects, I mean something relevant to whatever you have you are using, it is also being used in companies like Google. You can still choose that and you can try to understand, okay, how in the real time it is being used, okay, what are all the ways that is being used. The headings could be different, but when you come and explore in this way, and all this this article or something relevant to used in the Google company, and these articles are published by the people who work in Google. So if you go to any of the authors here, if you see their profile, okay, okay, there are multiple authors here as it is all from conferences. So when you try to look into the authors, out of all, at least one or two would be from the proper Google company. Okay, so which gives you an authentication that these are something that has been used to work, that has been used in the real-time scenarios, or the person who has been affiliated with that company. Okay, and you can explore something more. Okay, did you understand what I did right now? What did I do? What did I do? What is the topic I searched? Python. After searching Python, what did I do? After typing Python, what did I do? Did I went directly to Google? I have done something in the last, right? What is that? Publishing topic. I mean, like, it is nothing new. It is something where this Python can be used. Where are all the areas or the avenues the Pythons can be used? You can check it. Okay, for a better understanding on the Pythons. Okay, and then where did I do? Have tried to connect that with industries or the companies where it could be done, so that it gives you more exposure. Okay. Now, I will make you an assignment, I mean, like, not an assignment, maybe an activity. Those who have this mobile phones and other things, can you do a similar search with artificial intelligence? Just type artificial intelligence and then I will tell you what to identify. And also tell me, when was the first article on artificial intelligence has been published? Can you just try and find out? You got my question? So we are in the era of artificial intelligence, right? So when do you think the first article in artificial intelligence is published? Can you check on that? How do you check? Artificial intelligence. Okay. So you get the result. Can you see from here, when was the first article in artificial intelligence was published? 1935? Right? Is it right? Who said that? You told? You told 1935? Okay. What I will do, just to 1933. Okay. Now, do you know where all AI is being used? Where are AI is being used? How do you search? Publication? From the publication topic. Okay. So you can identify where all the AI can be used. Okay. See, it is all from different areas, like it is used in healthcare, it is used in human resource, it is used in deep learnings and so many other things. Okay. Now, any questions till now? So you know how to search something, right? And when you search something, you can also be able to identify where all this relevant topics to AI. Okay, you can search articles on that. And also, now we know something called year range. So from the first article till the present article, you can be able to search it. Okay. Okay, then the next thing is, if you want to search for some companies which is working with AI, of course most of the companies today work with, but on a specific note, if you want to look for any specific companies, where do you go and search? In the affiliation, right? Okay, now you can see there are some terms here in the top. Any guesses on this term? What is conference? What is conference? I just now told you something, which is the bigger version of your symposiums. Okay, so what you do there, whatever the idea you have, you can go and present your ideas. Okay, so that is conference. And then you have something called journal. So what is journal? Okay, what is magazine? During your school days or even now you would have read many magazines, right? Which is relevant to cinema, which is relevant to automobile. You read many magazines, right? What do you read in that magazine? Or when you read a magazine, what do you understand from the magazine? Nothing you don't understand. Okay, what is book? So you have a definition as Vijay have given, right? Okay, so I will explain you these terms. Okay, probably after this I will just cover one more topic and we will wind this session. See, each and every terminology has a meaning to it. Okay, so when you say conference, it is something which you can present. Okay, let's say you have an idea with artificial intelligence. As you are all from this, I am just taking this example of artificial intelligence, how artificial intelligence and IoTs could be used in the betterment of women's safety in the society. Let's say you have some ideas on that. Okay, you can work on that idea and present it in the conference. Okay, and journal is something where there have been many research already conducted, and they have come up with a very good article. So basically the journal articles would be little bit lengthier. It would be like 20 pages or 20 pages or 40 pages. It is the lengthier article where you can read most of the information about a specific research. Okay? Magazine. So as you read in the other magazines like automobile or cinema or whatever it is, magazine always speaks about what is going to happen in the future. Okay, so let's say you know ChatGPT. What is the future of ChatGPT? What is the future of ChatGPT? See, it is coming as AutoGPT. Okay, so what does AutoGPT you answer? But where the industry is working right now is, it will ask you a question and it will give you answer. So let's say every day between 5 to 6, you search something in your mobile phone. Okay, it tracks you for the first 7 days, and in the 8th day it will ask you, so are you looking for this information? You can choose yes, no. If yes, it will give you relevant answer. If it is no, it will go for the second priority what you have searched and it will ask you that information. You can still say yes, no. So it is going to come as an auto GPT. That is the next version. So as you are looking for many assignments from ChatGPT for 1 week, then from the 8th week it will ask you, so is this that assignment given to you by your faculty? If say yes, it will give you some information. If say no, it will suggest you some other topic. Okay, so that is how it is going to move. So when I say this information, did I tell you what is the technology or what is the framework that has been used to make an auto GPT? No, right? I just gave you some futuristic information. How a technology is going to transfer. So something, an information without a proper framework or a technology, just forecasting how the specific approach is going to change, and those information you will find it in magazine. Literally, it is not a technical information, but how a technology can be evolved. Okay. So when I say conference, you can present your idea, which means it is happening something on present today. When I say journal, it is a well-established research work. Okay, research, it would have already happened for 3 years, 5 years in the past, or 1 year, 6 months, and you get a complete data. So journal informations are always the information that is on the past information. So what is magazine then? It gives you something about futuristic options. Okay, so this is the difference of 3. So let's assume that since we have searched AI, and if I just click on journal, it may take you to the informations on articles which is being published. It could be a very well established articles. Okay, so when you get an assignment from your professors, where do you focus most on this 3? Conference, magazine or journal? What is the purpose of giving you assignment? To make you understand on the topic, right? So to understand a topic, you need to search it on a journal. Your major search area could be on the journal side, so that you understand what is it and how it works, how it has been implicated in the past and where it has been implicated, and then you can come to a conclusion. But just to support it, let's say in the next semester if you are going to get some mini projects, you can use the knowledge of what you gain from the journal and refer it to the conference. So as I have told you, if you are interested in IoT, which is based on AI for women's safety in the society. Okay, let's say that is some topic that you are coming up. So basically it is a conference thing, right? Because it is the present problem. So when you are doing some mini projects, focus on journal, probably some 60% you can focus on journals, and 30 to 40% you can 30% you focus on conference article, and 10% the magazine information could able to help you to support why you have taken this as a project. So this is what future is going to, and you can support this work. Okay. So where do you focus when it is an assignment? Journals, right? Where do you focus if it is a mini project or something? Conference, because it is on the present information. Magazine, of course, you can use it for your knowledge base, okay, or as a supportive information. Because in magazines, the technologies or the framework won't be covered as much as things. Okay, being an engineer, being a professional, we need to have these informations. Okay, apart from that, there are many books which Veltech Hightech have subscribed from IEEE on the latest topic. Okay, so if you go to this book, there are almost like 2,400 books, and all these are reference books. This may not be your textbooks. Okay, the reference book, you can choose it from here, and you can download the books. You can read that book, because when you read your textbooks, it might have in the end of every chapter or in the end of the book, they would have given you some references. Okay, that reference book you can able to take it from here. So you know about what is book, so I don't need to explain more about books. And okay, see, this is the complete books you can learn. You can open the books, you can download the books, you can read the books, and whatever you want, you can do it from the books as well. Since I have connected with mobile data, it is taking too much time to download a book, because ideally books, it would be of more than 200-300 pages, so it takes some time. But what you can do is, you can check for any of the books, okay, and click on this PDF version. Do not click here, click on the PDF version, so that the complete page will open, and then you can download it accordingly. Okay, you can save that book. It is too slow to load, but when you access it from Wi-Fi, it won't take more than 2 to 3 seconds. Okay, and you can download it as well. So, any questions? No questions? So can I give you something to search for? So how many of you are using mobile phones? Only 2? But I can see many of them are seeing down. Okay. Fine. Search for an article which is something relevant to machine learning, and that is being used in a healthcare industry. How do you search? How do you search? So others, those who are not using mobile phone, I will call someone randomly to do the search from here. So who want to come? You want to come? Come. So what did I say? What do you want to search? Machine learning, and where it is being used? Healthcare industry. Okay. And that's all. See, on machine learning, we have almost 3,000 books, that's from IEEE. Okay, but I do understand not all the 3,000 books you can able to access. As per the subscription of Veltech Hightech, you will at least find 70 to 80 books that is relevant to it. So if you want to know how many books that you can able to, okay, probably it will not show me here. Maybe you can connect it with in the library, okay, because I am not using a Veltech thing. Okay, when you connect and when you see your Veltech name in the top, and when you come to machine learning and when you choose e-books, at least 60 to 70 books, I think it has been accessed. You can check it after the session in the library or in your lab. Okay, yeah. And then, how do you check something in the in the healthcare industry? No books. Maybe the okay. Who can guide them? So he have already launched into landed into machine learning page, right? So after that, what he need to do? Where he need to go? Publication topics, right? Who said that? Again, you. And the teacher going to okay. So go to the publication topic and you can go for show more, or you can just type healthcare in the top. Okay. If there is something that is relevant to healthcare, it will highlight you. Okay. If it is not highlighting here, the reason why I asked you to search is, let's say if it is not highlighting a topic on publication topics. Okay, what you can do is just go to the top. You have another search box. Type here. Just type fully healthcare and click search. See, you can find the information. Okay, why have I asked you to do searches? Sometimes you may land in this way. Okay, you have come into machine learning, but when you go to publication topics, healthcare, you may not be able to find something relevant to healthcare. Okay, because whatever it has been published, they have not highlighted healthcare on machine learning. It doesn't mean that you do not have any article. It is there, but they have not highlighted that as a keyword to search. Okay, so if that is the case, you can just go to the top and here you can type whatever it is. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So you can just go here in the top and you can search something relevant to healthcare. And now you can see there are almost 18 articles which speaks about machine learning and healthcare. Okay. You got it? How we land into it? And then you can even search for if there is any organization that is associated. You can just go to the affiliations, and if you search more, you can see what are all the organizations that is working with healthcare, e-commerce. You can search it accordingly. Who did that? Okay, how many of you have seen this? இந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது பார்த்திருக்கீங்களா? இது பார்த்திருக்கீங்களா at least? Voice நிறைய பேர் பார்த்திருக்கீங்க.
Raise your hands if you know. Give some response or raise your hand.
Have you seen? No. Maybe you can search it in the library. Jayanti ma'am have just bought it. You can go to your library, you can see it. Okay. So this we call it as magazine. This magazine, if it is in a digital version, that is what you would see it. But you don't find AutoCAD. But what you see in IEEE is all technical based journals. Okay. Like something relevant to electronics, something relevant to open source, IoTs. So you can find these kind of magazines there, which is in the digital version. Got it? So any questions? No question? So I'll give you a your quality. He have answered, so I will give him yeah. The first step I have explained. What is it? Create account. Okay. So what is, I have used one term. What is that term? Try to? Yeah. So I have used one term for it. What is that term? Not cookies. Settings. What else? Who said that? Remote access. You said remote access? You or you? She told. Okay. Anyway, I will call you. Okay, but I will complete this statement. So what do you do with remote access? How do you do a remote access? Who can explain the step? How do you do remote access? See, we call it as remote access authentication technically. Okay, how do you do that? What is the first primary requirement? Wi-Fi and your mobile phone or laptop or iPad, whatever it is, right? So after connecting your device with Wi-Fi, what you will do?
Create account.
Directly go to create account.
Browse.
See, I told you to see something on the left side, 3 lines. What is that? It is there in the screen. Screen paatale theriyum. My settings. Okay. After going to my settings, what you will have? My favorites are? அந்த ரெண்டுக்கு நடுவுல ஒன்னு இருக்குன்னு சொன்னேன். அதுதான் இப்ப அவங்க அதுதான் கரெக்ட்டா சொன்னாங்க. என்ன சொன்னாங்க? Remote access. See, you are not seeing that name. இங்க அந்த நேம் கிடையாது. ஏன்னா நான் வந்து I am connected with my own mobile data. இப்போ நான் Wi-Fi ல கனெக்ட் பண்ணனா உங்களால அதை பார்க்க முடியும். Okay? Below my favorite, above my Explore app, you will see the term called remote access. Okay? அதை கிளிக் பண்ணிட்டதுக்கு அப்புறம் என்ன ஆகும்? After clicking that, you will come to a pop-up. Okay, give OK, close the pop-up, and after that, create account. Okay, and first time you create an account. After that, personal sign-in. So after going home, if you want to access, what you will do? Okay, in the institutional sign-in, okay. You go and click on. You go and enter the username and password. You will have all the access of whatever is Veltech Hightech is having. Right? Purinjada? Okay. So for this question, I will give two of the gifts. Okay, because 2 of them have answered. I got it. We are just doing some training reinforcement. This term is called training reinforcement. So in the 1 hour, enna paathomo adha we are going to discuss. Adukaprom what I have told you. What did we see on the end of this page? Conferences. Okay. So what do you do in the conference? You can search on the topics. Okay. See, inge keela paakra conference vandu it is just for you as an awareness. If you have some good idea, you can present your ideas in the conference. Okay. As a student, IEEE is giving many, what do you call that? Concessions, free offers where you can go and present your idea. You get visibility. அதெல்லாம் வந்து இங்க கீழ இருக்க conferences. Okay. See, and most of the conferences are happening online. So it doesn't mean that you need to travel to a country. So if, let's say that there is a conference happening in Singapore, you can register here and you can connect to Zoom and you can present. Your conference would be part of the Singapore where you, which university or which organization you are presenting, it would be there. Okay, you get that visibility. That is, I have shown you in the term. And then when we search something, so what are the 3 major areas you will be using? Journals, conference and magazines, right? Okay. So hope you are clear with whatever we have seen. Okay. And I have just covered the basics. When you start in the basics are the things when you start explore, you will have a curiosity to look for what is still more. Okay, so as you know today, AI oda first article epo first publish panniranga 1935. Let's say you are preparing for an interview, okay, where a company is coming which is based on AI. If you want to understand the basics of AI, how it has been evolved and all, you can go and you can find this information here. Okay, what is that they have first approached in AI? Okay, you can use this tool for your interview preparations as well. Okay, for your projects, assignments. So that's why I said role of IEEE in engineering. It's not just academics, it's for any areas. Okay? Got it? Okay. So Okay. Finally, if you, I will give you the 2 t-shirts for 2 of them who have answered. One is you, right, and you. Okay.
Come forward.
In fact, you both have answered. You both can come. No problem. And also, what's your name? Shanmati. Yeah? Please come. Okay. And others, you can just give your feedback if you have something that you have understood something. Just copy the QR code or type that bit.ly, IEEE, FDP, and give your feedbacks and other things. Okay. And you would get your certificates as well when you complete it. Okay.